right? You got it.
He practiced a couple times.
He practiced it, okay.
All right, that boss didn't look that scary, man.
Yeah?
He's going to be eaten. No, he looked terrifying. He would destroy me.
This guy is interesting. I mean, a lot of players will try to kill him and they won't know exactly why when you appears that you succeed, he's going to be starting regenerating. And there's a trick to this guy. We call him Tyrant, a rogue Tyrant, like a crazy king going. And there you go. And then he's going to start regenerating. You don't know why. But there's an urn, a vase with his heart. That's a trick. That's a trick to this guy. There will also be a hint to the player. We don't want the game to feel punishing and totally
right. Relentless.
A gauntlet. This is the first time we're showing our magical weapon. It's a gauntlet crafted with power, so it changes the animation into the AoE attack.
That's awesome.
I could go on for hours.
That's the whole point, man.
Yeah, man, keep
it going.
Yeah, dude, I'm just staring at this.
Yeah,
it looks amazing. It's gorgeous.
It's very beautiful. We're playing a cleric class right now. The reason why we chose cleric for this playthrough, for this build, for this run in here, is it's the only class that possesses a spell that can help you regenerate your health. And since we got like 20 minutes, I just thought Wajay would like to play it safe. So when we're at the boss fight, maybe there's a bigger chance to actually defeat the boss within a given time that we have. Normally, probably might take a little bit longer. He's a spell that slows down the enemies. This guy is purely magical. We call him Infester. And this guy can actually do a lot of nasty tricks, magical orbs.
He's casting magic missile, dude.
One of them, he can also cast, like, now he's leeching the health. Wajay's trying to get out of the range of the leech. There you go.
Dude, I'm hypnotized by this, man.
This is awesome.
This is incredible. I just want to keep watching. Keep talking, please. Don't stop.
This is going to be a great game. This could be a great game to stream.
Yeah, I think somebody might.
I would love to think about guys streaming Lords of the Fallen, thinking about tricks,
it's gonna happen.
How to get faster through the game. I mean, I've spent countless hours on Twitch watching speedruns. That's like
this is gonna happen. So there's gonna be speedruns.
We'd love that to happen. We'd love that to happen.
Of course.
That's going to happen.
It's gonna happen.
It's going to happen.
Thank you, Twitch.
Thank you.
Thank you. You're the one making the games. Without the games, it wouldn't be anything, man. It's because of you, man.
Yeah.
This is awesome.
Wajay
looks
is
difficult.
getting his health leached. Yeah, good.
This is. Imagine if there's 3 of them on screen.
So you would say that this is a pretty punishing game, yeah?
No. The idea is to make it very, very challenging. We didn't want to lower the bar 1 inch, but what we tried to do is even out the edges a little bit. So, I mean, I can give just a couple examples. Save points are always very close to the boss fight, for example. When you just use a save point, enemies will not respawn. When you have a lot of XP and you're going into the boss fight, you can bank the XP in a save point. A lot of stuff like that. Not a lot of environmental deaths. I mean, we spend a lot of time trying to identify the things that are on both sides of a very thin line that you got to draw between challenging and punishing. It's not an easy thing to do, but well, we did our best. We'll see. End of October, game is out, and we'll see how people react to it.
That soon?
That's 31st
right
October.
Around the corner,
It's a couple months away.
28 October, US, 31st October, Europe, and of course PC, PlayStation 4, Xbox One. This is a new gen.
So is there going to be different modes, or is it just one mode? It's just kind of a hard game? Or
there is only the difficulty in that game. So there's one difficulty setting. There are a lot of things that allow you to make it slightly easier. Wajay will probably be using spell in this playthrough a lot, so you will see that spells are very powerful, and they're like the natural, the sort of organic way of adjusting the difficulty towards your need. Also, this is a boss that we call Guardian. He's got a lot of cool combos. A lot of people ask us whether this is actually mocap, and this is actually mocap. We got a really cool stunt that does crazy stuff like that. Anyways, what I was trying to get, the fire goblets that are here, they are actually gameplay elements. Wajay tried to put one of these out, and he tossed, and he did. He's trying to reignite them. A couple things happen if you do that. One thing is his physical defense linearly scales with the amount of them lit, so it's worth doing that. The fireballs, he has a special attack that shoots fireballs out of them. If you put one out, no fireball from this one. And also there's a huge time window if you reignites them, and a lot of... I wonder if Wajay will die on this boss or not. He's got like
he's got this. He's got this.
He got spell ready. He's got 3 potions. Hey, don't let me down, Wajay. Don't let me down, man. Thank you very much. Each of the bosses, what he will have is kind of a phases, kind of a stages throughout the fight. Some things might change. Just to give you an example, in here, when you put out all the fire goblets in a later stage of the game, this boss will have a chance to use a special attack, very, very powerful, that reignites all of them. But that's kind of, you know, you being
What a cheater.
No, he's not a
Man,
cheater.
that's
He's
just
the
how he
elemental demon kind of force kind of guy,
Exactly, man.
kick-ass, badass
What a
dude,
cheat
whatever.
move.
Exactly, dude. Come on, man.
He's the guardian, man. He's here to guard the flame.
Exactly.
Okay.
You don't know what kind of upbringing he had.
I don't. I don't know that guy.
You would not like to grow up in that place,
He grew
man.
up on the streets, man. He had it rough.
The
It's
streets
the
of
abandoned
Antarctica.
temple.
From rags to riches, man. Look
Yeah.
at him. Now he's a guardian of fire.
Yeah,
There
man.
you go. Budge is actually doing not too bad. 1/3 of his health already down. The most interesting thing about the boss fights in Lords of the Fallen, there's a pattern. There's a way to learn all of that. You can see Bwajay, who obviously has tried a couple of times already, and the most important thing that it will be different from guy who is really good but not so experienced yet. For example, as you just got a certain amount of time. You just don't you can't make a mistake, and that's pretty much. You just gotta withstand.
Which is good.
keep your
You gotta be on
tactics.
point.
You gotta have patience.
Play it
You
safe,
gotta
yeah.
take it. You gotta play smart. You can't just like rush in, which means I'm gonna suck.
I was just
Every
gonna
single
say.
thing that I'm gonna
this
do.
seems
You're gonna
like
start
something
and
I'd be bad
experience,
at.
then you gotta
Okay.
start learning, then you
Okay.
progress, and then you're gonna own the game in the end. This is what it's supposed to do.
I'm a big fan of these this style of gameplay. I mean, I like to get beat up. I got beat up a lot as a kid, so
I'm right there with
I'm
you,
ready
brother.
for
I'm
it.
right there with you.
There we go.
Oh, that was.
He's doing a lot of combos.
He's doing well.
If he wasn't such an angry guardian, if you would have given him glow sticks, he would have been a great raver.
He would he'd probably do that. I don't know. I can do that. You can do low G. Come on.
Look at that low G. Come on, guardian. You don't hit me. Put the rave sticks in my. I was trying to freestyle. That was miserable.
No, seriously. One more thing worth mentioning, the demonic dimension. The way that the player progresses throughout the game, you start off in a demonic in a human realm.
Okay.
And it's pretty much everything that you know at the start. Then you venture off into a demonic one. After some time you get back. The human realm seems nothing like it was before. And for us, storyline-wise at least, it's very important that the player gets a perspective on both sides of the world, because there are very, very important decisions exactly in the place that this guy is guarding the next stage of the game that require you to have a perspective on both ends, because there's going to be a vague decisions that you make. They will actually decide the end of the outcome of the conflict between humans and demons.
So you said he's playing a cleric. What
Right
other
now.
classes can we expect to see?
The three classes. Wait for it! Fantastic!
GG!
No, the three classes are.
Took him
let's
down.
watch it.
What's
Each
going on?
boss that you defeat grants you, of course, a lot of power, a lot of experience. You also get a very, very unique kind of a magical rune that you can use for crafting. The most powerful runes are only from the bosses. And of course, quite a lot of times you also will get a weapon. In this case, we will get a sword, actually a pair of swords that this guy was
Sweet.
using. We call them Firewalkers. Reference, anybody? Yeah. Anyways, Bwajay, you might want to try the combo that this guy is doing. It's quite tough to pull off, but the interesting thing about this combo is that you can actually pull off some of the really cool strikes, because it's a light weapon, and you will be able to pull some of the animations that this boss has, which pretty much to me feels like a cool thing to do. He's done that to you. He's killed you a few times, and then you pull off a special animation that he had, and you own your enemies with that.
That's awesome.
Might be cool. Might be cool.
It might be cool. I think it will be cool. Let's see
Absolutely.
it. I want to see it.
Dude, this game is gorgeous.
Yeah, dude.
Wow.
I'm just telling you, like, and let me tell you this. Bwajay knows this part of the game by heart, and normally it's designed for around an hour of gameplay.
Oh,
this fragment in here.
Sure.
And there's a lot of extra exploration, like alternative.
Oh, absolutely.
You don't have to go into the Guardian Arena, the Holy Flame, right away. You would be able to go on the sides, like in the towers that Bwajay is going right now. You would be able to fight a lot of enemies, get stronger if you want to. You can even go around the arena, visit all the temple before you actually get into the. These are agile opponents, quite interesting.
wow.
Dude, that guy came out of nowhere.
Yeah, that was awesome.
No, he actually was hiding. Bwajay is using Gauntlet, very interesting weapon. 18 totally different firing modes. He's just used a projectile gauntlet crafted with magic, which sort of sends enemies in the another dimension for a couple seconds. Got a crowd management tool. I could go on for hours.
Oh,
No, this is
please.
great, man. This is
what you're
awesome.
supposed to do, though.
We're nerds,
you know
man.
what Soma and I would
We
be able
love
to do?
this.
All we would do is, oh, damn, I died again. Oh, damn, I'm dead again.
Yeah.
Oh, my God, what's going on?
No, you should probably stick to low.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, yeah. I didn't mean to die again.
But, like, we need to know. Tell us. We're here to learn.
Interesting thing. I mentioned about Gauntlet, I mentioned about spells. All of these are sort of supernatural part. I think you asked about classes.
Yeah, what classes?
When you start a game, there are 3 sort of archetypical classes: warrior, rogue, and cleric.
I'm
and
a rogue, that's me.
You're going to be fast. You're probably going to be dual wielding a lot of weapons. Anyways, these are sort of supernatural skills that you choose, and these are locked down for you for the rest of the playthrough. All the rest, your attributes of a character, or the gear that you use, this is totally independent. You can mix and match however you want.
Sure.
Certain gear fix certain stats bumped up and so on. But what is interesting, we do have a new game plus system. When you finish the game, the enemies get stronger. You can, nice backstab, man. The enemies get stronger, you can start over again, and you can unlock a second spell tree for your character on a second play, third on a third when you get the pattern right.
Wow,
yeah, that's pretty much the idea. So we wanted sort of, there will be a new gear that you can find, a new lore kind of info that you can find on a New Game Plus. So we try to
Lots of replayability.
give players some incentive to try
That's
to
fantastic.
yeah. Well, we're working hard, man. This game's been in development for like 3 years now, and it's about time people start playing that. It's gonna be stressful. I'm really curious what people think about it.
They're going to love it.
Yeah, this looks great. Oh,
Yeah.
do it, do it.
That's a Beastmaster, a guy who is guarding the hounds and sort of...
You kind of owned him really quickly.
He knows how to backstab, man. He knows it really well.
Yeah, that was
there
great.
you go. Crowd management with the gauntlet, quite effective. And Wojciech can take care of the second hound right now, if he can. Yeah. Well, he's really powerful with his stuff. He
Yeah, the
levels it
staff
up
is
really
fantastic.
well. And it's scaling with his staff, with his stats. So that's probably why.
So
And now
the
second-
armor
yeah.
and the weapon looks really badass and intricate.
The way we try
When you
to
start
approach-
off, are you like kind of bare bones? You're wearing like a leather jerkin and you got like
well,
a
you
butter
wear
knife.
a basic armor. That's true.
Okay.
It doesn't look like as you know, kind
You're
of
not a
detailed as
badass
this
right off
one.
the bat. You got to work up to it.
Depends on if you actually can play like it. You might not look like though, yeah.
Sure.
I mean, regarding the art direction, our idea was let's get the fantasy kind of tropes, let's make it stylized. I don't know, comic book like, whatever you think about it.
Sure.
But still, let's try to stick within a dark fantasy. That's why it is a dark fantasy, but probably not as dark shades of gray or green or like rough around the edges as a lot of really, really dark and gritty fantasy kind of things. So we try to be a little bit more appealing to, let's say, a mainstream audience, however you want to call it. Still, please let me repeat that this game is challenging. You really, I mean, there is a significant difference between the games that were designed for people to be able to finish them without learning at least the basics of the systems, and a game like this one.
You
That's
have
why
to
a
learn
lot
the
of references
mechanics.
for Souls
Okay.
are, for example, in how people compare lords to. So I can understand that. I can understand that.
Well-
Watch, I can be running around temple for hours. Can we do that? No.
Just run.
Yeah,
dude.
this is fun, man. This
Yeah,
is awesome.
This has been incredible to
the
watch.
panorama. You made it.
You might want to switch some armor, some weapons. I don't know. Some armors, different armors, different weapons. Want to try that? Yeah. Each of the weapons, each of the armors and shields and everything will have sort of a lore description. So it will sort of tell you some of the background. If you're much, I mean, the way that we have structured both storyline and the rest, the background of the world, is the storyline is always sort of told to you in a direct way. At least the main quest, you will see sort of a quest tracker in the left corner of the screen. And this is your next goal, your immediate goal to progress the main plot of the game forward. But apart from that, everything else, all the extra side quests, they're optional. You can find out, oh, I think you got a perked shield that can actually shoot projectiles. Interesting thing, you can get that shield, I mean, I can go on for hours. Once again, interesting thing, you can get that shield if you defeat one of the bosses in the game in a very, very special way. Let's say a hardcore way, a little bit more challenging. But it has a perk if you do it that way. Normally you get the same shield without a perk. Can you use a perk? Yeah? It's just, no, that was just a kick-ass. That was just a kick-ass strike.
He's if you wanted to show off that axe,
yeah,
man.
use a shield wall. Use a shield wall.
Use
there
a shield
you go.
wall.
And actually sends projectiles. That's a special.
rad, dude.
That's a special perk.
I don't think
That's
I've
fantastic.
seen that before.
That's amazing.
That's really cool.
And it's once again, we try to be consistent, once again that the boss that you are trying to fight uses against you. And if you do it right, if you do it the hardcore way, you can do it to otherwise. Do unto others what's being done to you. Anyways, yeah.
Beautiful game. Is there anything else you'd like to share with us?
once again.
Yep, this game is incredible.
Thank you very
for
much
coming out here and sharing this game with us. Is there anything else? Final thoughts?
No, I'm really stressed.